Hi, dear friends. This is Dr. Ashok Zadhu from Department of Electronics, DSM College, Parbhani. Welcome to this lecture series for Unit 2, that is instruction set for Intel 8085. Before we study instructions, let us discuss the various types of number system, various types of representation of given numbers, and let us explore their advantages. You know that computer can understand, can process only binary number systems. Therefore, everything we enter into computer must be in binary. Computer can process the binary numbers and it also gives the result in binary numbers. But we, being humans, have limitations. We have limitations. We cannot understand directly the binary numbers. We cannot identify them. We cannot recognize them. And it is difficult to remember the binary numbers and the codes. Therefore, we have developed different number systems such as decimal number system, then octal number system, then hexadecimal number systems. Out of these number systems, we are going to use hexadecimal and binary number system extensively, can say, because one can easily convert given hexadecimal number into binary or given binary number into hexadecimal readily, and that's why we shall study first this number system and their representations. Okay. Let us discuss machine language program and assembly language program for microprocessor. Let us compare the various number system because we want these formats while discussing some programs. So here I have taken number system and their particulars, and just considering the decimal number system, binary number system, and hexadecimal number systems. And these are the parameters that we want to discuss for comparison. So base, every number system has a base. For decimal number system, base is 10. The base means how many character that number system has. For decimal number system, we have 10 characters: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. फक्त 10 सिम्बॉल त्यामध्ये आहेत. That is the character set of this decimal number system, right? And it is a positional weightage system, right? And the positional weights in the given numbers are the increasing power of 10. You have studied all these things in last year class, right? So with let us consider 4-digit number in decimal, and with 4-digit number, how many different distinct combinations of these symbols occur, that is 10,000. So with 4-digit decimal number, you can get 10,000 combination, that is 0000 through 9999. This is one sample case, okay? Or you can say that maximum possible counts with 4-digit decimal number is just 10,000. Consider the binary number system, which has the base of 2, and base means set of character. It has only 2 characters. Any 2 character can be used, but for convenience we are using first 2 characters of decimal number system. Now let us consider 4-digit binary number and how many counts are possible with 4-digit number. 0000 through, you can count from this 0000 0001 0010 and so on, and 111, that will be. So how many combinations, how many counts are possible? Only 16. See that here criteria is a 4-digit. So in case of decimal number, with 4-digit you get the 10,000 combinations. In case of binary number system with 4-digit, you get only 16 characters, only 16 counts. Now let us consider one more number system, hexadecimal. The name is given because of hex means 6 and decimal means 10. So it has 10 plus 6, that is a 16 characters. Its character set has a 16 symbols, 16 symbols. And what are they? 0 through 9, these 10 symbols from decimal number system, and A, B, C, D, E, F. These are taken from first English alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F. So total makes a 16. Now consider the same thing. If we consider 4-digit hexadecimal number, that means you can count from 0, 0, 0, 0 through F, 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 F. So this combination would be 65,536. That means with four digits of hexadecimal, you can guess as many as 65,536 distinct combinations. So this is how the set of character in the base of number system affects. Now let us compare various representation, computer program representation. I have taken one sample program where this is the program written to add 3 2 and 1 5, and whatever result that generates, that should be stored at memory location C350. In short, these columns are nothing but the same program, computer program written in different formats, different representation. The program in binary looks like this. Program written, the same program written in hexadecimal looks like this, and the same program written using assembly mnemonics looks like this. So let us discuss one by one. Here there are 9 bytes and every byte has 8 binary bits. So in case if you wish to write this program, for every byte you have to write 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0 and so on. And if you were to enter this number to computer, you will have to type 8 times, right? And while typing you can easily commit mistake. And if you look at this byte, this byte, this byte, this byte, and if your program is too long, say 500 bytes, and then if you commit some mistake, it will become very difficult to find out where you have committed mistake. Okay, why these numbers are not much distinguishable? The reason is that it has only two symbols. Any binary number is just a string of two symbols, zeros and one, and therefore it is very difficult to identify, to recognize, to write, and to enter the computer. I mean, to enter this program into computer. And for our convenience, we are using hexadecimal codes. Now this binary 00111110 can be represented by hexadecimal as 3E. This 001110 can be represented by 32. The third one, that is 0000111110, can be represented as 0 in hexadecimal. So if you look at now, if we compare this representation and this representation, which is the most convenient? Here it just requires two digits, and every number seems to be distinguishable from every other number. So the reason is that it has a rich set of characters. It has a 16 character. You can use 16 characters here, and therefore these numbers are easy to read, and you can find out mistake somewhere. If you commit some mistake, it is very easy to locate. But still, program written in hexadecimal cannot be understood by a common person. This is for skill engineer who can understand this hexadecimal numbers. Okay, but how to make this program readable and easy? And actually, you cannot find out mistake here also, and one cannot easily say that what 3E code stands for, or what 0E means, or what this 8-1 means, 3-2 means, and what this 7-6 means. So it is very difficult to remember, and therefore scientists, the Intel engineers, they have developed mnemonics. Mnemonics are actually group of English letters. So here we use English letters 2 to 4 letter. इंग्रजी भाषेचे कोणतेही 2 ते 4 मुळाक्षर वापरून एक कोड्स तयार करणार आहोत आपण. फॉर एक्झाम्पल हिअर यू हॅव MVI. कोड तयार करायचे म्हणजे कसे नाही. So while you read or when you read this code, you should get hint of the kind of operation this instruction performs. So if you read MVI, so MV means move, I for immediate. म्हणजे याच्यानंतर येणारा हा immediate byte कुठं मूव्ह करायचा आहे तर accumulator मध्ये. So when I say MVI accumulator 32, that means 32 gets loaded into the accumulator. After practice, you can easily understand the kind of operation this instruction performs. या instruction कोणतं कार्य होईल हे तुम्हाला कळू शकतं. Similarly, I have taken simple other example. Here, move immediate register C 15. That means this 15 will be moved to register C. Two instructions are the same. Only thing is that here register is C. Okay. So with this 32 number will go into accumulator. With this instruction 15 number will go to register C. Then add C. See the mnemonic. ADD. Add register C. So content of register C will be added to the accumulator and result will be available in the accumulator. And this one, that is a store accumulator. See the mnemonic STA, store contents of accumulator at memory location having address C350. Okay, and the last is HLT, that is for halt. So if you look at the mnemonics, these are actually short forms. What is mnemonic actually? It is a memory aid. For remembering, it gives clue, it gives hint, remembering the operation. So mnemonics are the short forms using English letters and which indicates the operation performed by the instruction. So let us consider the same program like this. So this is the sample program. Program to add two 8-bit numbers 32 and 15H and store the result at location C350H. This is the task that microprocessor should perform when you provide the program. For any program, it is better to write the flow chart because flow chart represents diagrammatically what is to be done first and second and third and till the last instruction. See that the start. Once again, I repeat, what is the program for? 3, 2 and 1, 5 are to be added and whatever result you get, that should be stored at memory location having address C350. So let us start here. Get first number into accumulator, which is first number 32, and therefore the instruction written here is 3E32. See, this is the instruction in binary, this is in hexadecimal, and this is in assembly code. So move immediate accumulator 32, first instruction. Then get the second number 15 into register C. C register मध्ये दुसरा नंबर आणायचा. त्यासाठी instruction काय? MVIC 15H, and this is the hexadecimal instruction and this is the binary instruction. Then third step is add second number to first number. Second number is in register C. So therefore add C. The C register is added to the accumulator. And this is a hexadecimal presentation. This is a binary presentation, right? And this instruction add C produces the result in the accumulator. So result is ready. Sum is ready in the accumulator. And what you want is that result to be stored at C350H location. And therefore the last step is store the sum at memory location having address C350. And that's why the instruction store accumulator C350H. And this is a 3250C3 is the STA instruction, right? So see here, this instruction is written in the assembly language form. This is written in the hexadecimal form. This is written in the binary form. And the last is stop. For stop, assembly code is HLT. In hexadecimal, it is 76. In binary, it is like this. Okay, so this diagram actually illustrate all the steps involved in the programming, and how program looks like in a RAM is like this, and how you can write this on paper using the assembly codes or mnemonic. And in laboratory, when you are going to perform assembly language programming, there we are going to use hexadecimal codes, and these are the time taken by this instruction to execute 70, time taken by this instruction is 70, adc takes 4t, and STSC350 requires 13t, and halt requires 4t, where t is the one clock period which we have discussed in the last period. And therefore, total time taken by this program is 35t, 35 into 0.3 microsecond, and that is 11.66 microsecond. 1 microsecond means 1 million part of 1 second. एका सेकंदाचा 10 लाखवा हिस्सा, आणि असे 11 पार्ट तुम्हाला लागतो. So this is all about machine language and assembly language. So from this onwards, we shall be studying instructions in the assembly code, assembly format only. And that is actually beginning of our syllabus. Okay. I hope all of you have understood what is the machine language program, assembly language program. But as we go from machine level to high level language program, computer cannot understand these high level programs, and therefore we have to develop some translator program that accepts high level language and converts it in machine language to be used by the computer. And such translator programs are called assemblers or compiler. Assembler can accept assembly codes like move, HLT, increment, decrement, all these assembly codes, and converts into equivalent binary codes. So this is about the different levels of programming. In next lectures, we shall start studying instruction set in detail. So don't forget to subscribe my channel, comment, and don't forget to like this video. See you next time. Bye.